Greetings, everyone. A very warm welcome to another edition of Exhausted to Extraordinary, a mindset hack series with me, Dr. Sharon Grossman. Today, I am joined by Jason Van Orden. A very warm welcome to you, Jason, from Miami Beach. And where are you hanging out?
I'm here in Brooklyn. Thanks for having me here, Sharon. It's a pleasure.
Yeah, thanks for being on the show. We're very excited to have you speak to us today. And I'm going to hold off and kind of keep everybody in a little bit of suspense. But first, I want to really introduce you because I think you have an interesting background and I want people to understand what it is that you can really help them with. So if you are an author, an academic, or a speaker, what Jason does is he might help you turn your intellectual equity, as he calls it, into new streams of scalable income and a business model for you entrepreneurs that helps to really amplify your work. So as a consultant, trainer, and strategist, Jason draws from more than 16 years of experience, including creating multiple successful brands, launching over 60 online courses, teaching more than 10,000 entrepreneurs, earning 7 figures in online course sales, and generating 8 million downloads of his podcasts. Pretty incredible. His mission is to help visionaries with impactful ideas to connect with the people they serve best and the problems they can most uniquely solve. So if that sounds like you, then listen up, because in just 7 minutes, Jason is going to share with you how to turn your expertise into a scalable source of consistent income. So Jason, if you are ready, our clock starts now. And question number 1 is, what are the biggest challenges your ideal client faces?
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges that they face is it's just getting the offer right in the first place. And what I mean by the offer is if you're packaging up your expertise, and this could be as a consultant, this could be as a coach, this could be for some kind of online digital course or group coaching program, something like that, is identifying what is it that your market, the outcome that they are looking for, that they desire most, that they're waking up every morning thinking, hey, this is this thing that pain I'm trying to relieve or a goal I'm trying to reach. And often as experts, the farther we go along, the more distanced we actually get from the market that we're trying to serve, when we start making assumptions and forgetting what it's like to be in their position. And so that's why I always start with my clients in doing what's called customer discovery, where we do a lot of interviews with their intended market to really nail down what is it that the market's looking for, why haven't they gotten that already, why is it important right now, what does it mean to them to reach those outcomes, just really digging up a lot of stuff about their experience. It's a lot of empathy, really. And then what we're able to do is nail that offer perfectly in terms of what it is that they're looking for and attract customers.
Okay, so you have already kind of spoken about the challenges, and you may have touched on this a bit, but question number 2 is, what are the typical symptoms that they experience with that problem?
Yeah, a lot of times what the symptoms are that they, they've been serving their clientele or their market in one particular way. Or if you're working for a company, for instance, you're used to using your expertise in one particular path. But sometimes people start feeling a little bit limited. Like, I really could help a lot more people with my experience, with my story, with this message I want to get out there, with the knowledge base that I've put together over the years. And so the symptoms that they're feeling is, I'm maxed out on how much I can help my clients because I can only take so many clients on with my time and energy. So what are some other ways I can serve more people by packaging up? And that's where the scalable income streams come in. Or sometimes if it's somebody who's working in corporate, for instance, they're looking for other ways to stabilize or bring in their income, or maybe even shift out of corporate into something that gives them more freedom, like consulting or coaching as well. So, these are the instances where someone starts looking for, okay, how can I put it together in a way that can scale more and give me more options, put me more in control of the future of my career or my business? So
to follow up on that, question number 3 is, what are the common mistakes they make when trying to solve that problem?
Mm-hmm. So one of the biggest mistakes that people make is they spend way too much time trying to develop a product first. As soon as we do that customer discovery and figure out here's the outcome people are going for, and if you've got a process that you can get from people from where they're at to where they can go, we just want to beta test that. So rather than, sometimes they'll go and they'll spend a lot of time creating videos or trying to figure out what course platform to put things on, or as a coach, do I need to have certifications and all these other things? the mistake there is just get out there and sell something as soon as possible to prove that it's something that people want and that you can get the results that you're hoping you can get for people. So what I end up doing with my clients a lot of times is launching a beta course, which might look like, hey, we're going to have 4 Zoom calls over 4 week, like weekly Zoom calls over 4 weeks in order to get you to that outcome. And this gives you an opportunity to work with people closely, kind of feel out the process, tweak a little bit, get a lot of feedback, get some success stories. And then you can start going into more of a product development. Like, okay, as I scale this, what do I want this to look like? As I scale my coaching, what do I want this to look like? So it's not, making that sale as quickly as possible and just beta testing it in the simplest fashion that you can.
I love that. So that really addresses some of the mistakes and also gives you something to work with, which is great. Question number 4 is, what would be an example of a transformation that's possible after this challenge is properly diagnosed?
So like, what does it open up for? What does it open up for people? What are the outcomes once they realize how to do a beta?
So like you take them from this place of like maybe focusing on the wrong thing and getting too into the details. Now you're saying, let's just go out there. Let's just launch. Let's just do a beta. And what do they see as a result of doing this?
Yeah, well, a lot of times it releases a lot of overwhelm and burnout because maybe they're either overwhelmed looking into all the different possibilities or they're burned out on like trying things and it's not quite working. And then when I tell them, look, there's a simpler way for us to let's get a handful of people into a beta course, and suddenly it feels a lot more doable. And of course, if you get that out to the market and make some money more quickly rather than spending months on development, that's very motivating when you sell something, right? And then you see people get the results out of it. So it relieves overwhelm. It gets people a lot more excited. And then they start seeing those results getting from people. Now they're excited about taking, when it comes to selling it at a broader, to a broader market, they're charged up by the success stories they got and everything they learned by running that beta course. And so that tends to create momentum, and momentum creates success, and success creates then further success.
I love that. So 1 minute, 45 seconds left. And here we go. Question number 5 is, what is the number one mindset hack you could give your ideal client to solve their problem?
Well, one of the things I want people to realize of the mindset hack is that you have a perspective, your expertise. It's easy to get stuck into like, oh, there are a lot of people who have my expertise. But, with the internet and the way the world is today, there's somebody out there that wants to hear your specific perspective and outlook, your combination of your unique genius and your strengths and the way you look at that problem. So there's room for everybody to put together and package together their expertise in a way that helps them, again, reach the people, the problems that they can help most. So realizing you have a place in this world to, it's just a tiny fraction of the world that you need to impact to make good money and have a lot of success with this. So that's the mindset shift that I would suggest.
Cool. So 55 seconds left. Question number 6, what is one valuable free resource you can direct people to that will further help them with that problem?
Yeah, if you go to jasonvo.download, so it's an abbreviation of my last name, jasonvo.download. I've got 2 downloads there. One walks you through my process of making an online course, and the other one lets you dig into your messaging and figure out what's unique about you and what you have to offer.
Super. And 30 seconds left. Question number 7. What's one question I should have asked you but didn't that would give great value to our audience?
Oh, a question that you should have asked that you didn't. Well, I guess what I would say there is, there's so many questions, it's hard to narrow it down to one, and I'm running down the clock here. I guess it's just, what's the first step? Go out and have 5 conversations with people in your intended market and really ask about their experience. Don't present your ideas. Don't solicit opinions. Just ask them, how are you trying to solve this problem? Why does it matter? What did you try before? Why isn't it working? And just listen a lot, and that'll get you the ideas you needed.
Perfect. Jason, thank you so much for sharing your time, your expertise, your mindset hacks with us. And I'm sure this brought so much value to people listening. So thanks for being on the show.
Absolutely. It's been my pleasure.
Thanks for checking out the Exhausted to Extraordinary podcast. If you like what we do here, head on over to iTunes to subscribe, like us, and leave us a review. It is very much appreciated. And if you're feeling burned out and want to challenge yourself, take the 7-day Burnout to Your Best Life Bootcamp. Go to 7dayburnoutchallenge.com to join for free.